Hi, this is Dean Jacquelyn Litt. Welcome to Rutgers Day.
Hi, I'm Justine Yu.
Hi, I'm Jordan Pringle. It's Rutgers Day and we're here with Dean Jacquelyn Litt, Dean of Douglas Residential College.
So how's your first Rutgers Day so far?
It's fantastic. It's more than I expected. It's very exciting to see everyone on campus and see all the student groups represented and all the arts and crafts and food and music. It's wonderful.
What messages about Douglas are you trying to show incoming and current students here at Rutgers Day?
I'm trying to, well, the activities that are developed are designed to be very welcoming, to show the kind of supportive community we have at Douglas, to show the range of activities from measuring your own carbon footprint to decorating pine cones, which is our college symbol, to tattoos. I have some Disney character, I don't know who. And we have our women in business group who developed a business plan or trying to make a little profit. So we're showing the range of projects and also what a great tight community we are.
You know what Douglas organizations are out here today?
Yeah, I think most of our organizations. We have the Environmental Task Force, we have the Student Recruiting Network, the Douglas Project, the Women in Business House, who has lemonade and really good iced tea, the Africana House, where they're making beautiful beads, the Women in Creativity House, where they're doing a big art project for kids. But that's the one. Oh, the bunting program for non-traditional age students. So most of our key student groups are out here today.
We're with President McCormick on Rutgers Day. So can you tell us a little bit about your expectations for
well,
today?
I love Rutgers Day. This is the third Rutgers Day. Last year we had 75,000 people on all of our campuses, and of course the Jersey Folk Festival on the Douglas campus is one of the biggest attractions of all. My wife and baby and I have just been over on the Cook campus and petting the animals, and later we're going to head over to the College Avenue campus and the Bush campus and the Livingston campus. No, not Livingston this year, and then the football game. It's a wonderful day to show Rutgers off to the people of New Jersey. Everything we do at Rutgers, all of the fields of study, all of the activities in which our students are engaged, all of our areas of research are on display for the people of New Jersey on Rutgers Day. So I love Rutgers Day.
How important is it for you to have a personal interaction with students, current students, prospective students?
Big time important. That's one of the main things the president does, is connect with all of the constituencies of the university: students, faculty, staff, alumni, parents, and of course on Rutgers Day I see some of each.
So what are you most excited for today then?
Well, no particular exhibit, but just the idea of 75,000 people visiting Rutgers and seeing up close with their families what we do. That's what I like the best.
Thank you so much for your time, President.
You're welcome.
McCormick.
Hi, what's your name? What organization is this?
My name is Corinne Oxford. I am a member of the Douglas Student Recruitment Network, and we're here today at Rutgers Day to do temporary tattoos and face painting for their organization to just get the word out about our organization.
What does your organization do?
We hold overnight and classroom visits for prospective Douglas students, so they can learn a little more about Douglas and Rutgers and see what it's like to be a college student here.
That's great. Well, thank you. Hope you enjoy Rutgers Day.
Thanks, you too.
So what made you choose Douglas and thus the bunting program?
I came back to school after a long conversation with my mom. I was back and forth through different things, working ridiculous 80-hour work weeks at retail positions, and I just knew that I wanted to do something more with my life. And she said, Jill, people can take your job, they can take your home, they can take your life. The only thing that people can't take away from you is your education. So with that, I enrolled at a community college, and I excelled there, and I decided I wanted to transfer to Rutgers. I transferred, I got accepted to Rutgers, and I got the Douglas mailer, and it was honestly the photo of the Kissing Bridge that I said to myself, I need to be there. So I need to see what that place is, and so I affiliated right away. And as soon as I affiliated, I got all this information from Katie Berkmeyer that said, hey, you're a non-traditional student, come join the bunting program, and it's been great. The bunting program's given me great opportunities here. It's given me friends, it's given me courage, and it's made me into a leader.
What year are you?
I'm a graduating senior, so I'll be graduating within the next couple weeks.
Any plans after graduation?
Yes, I was accepted to Teach for America, and I was placed. Thank you very much. I was placed in Connecticut. I will be teaching secondary English out there.
And do you feel Bunting definitely put your application on top?
Absolutely, because they were really looking for ways that I had worked here at the university and different leadership positions that I've held at the university, and most of them were through the Bunting program. I've been a Sophia House mentor for the past 2 years. I was a Bunting peer advisor for 2 years, and I've held other various leadership positions in student life. So they like to see all that stuff on their resume.
Congratulations. Good
Thank
luck.
you very much. Thank you.
Hi. Hello. What are your names? What village is this? Oh, my name is Chinwe Rigi, and this is the Africana House.
My name is Dean, also a member of the Africana House. And basically, we are trying to raise money for the children in South Africa that we got to help over winter break. So if somebody donates any amount of money, they're able to make a bracelet, take it with them, and get a review.
And in South Africa, we, like you said, help children. We renovated the classroom. We also mentored the children. So we really realized, like, it can't stop there. We want to give back, so that's why we're doing this.
Why did you choose to join this particular global village, the Africana House? I chose to join the Africana House because being a science major, I'm a biotechnology major, I didn't have time to minor, and I really wanted to minor in Africana studies, so in order to gain that exposure, I chose to go for Africana.
For me, I'm Nigerian American, and I've been raised in a Nigerian family, but I felt like I was closed off to only what Nigeria was. I used Nigeria to define what Africa was, so I realized that I needed to learn more about what Africa is. So I joined the the Africana House to learn more about that.
You've been learning a lot more?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, have a great Rutgers Day.
Thank you.
So what's your name?
Hi, I'm Akshara Kalia.
And what are we here for?
So we're here for Refresh. I'm part of the Women in Entrepreneurial Business House, which is part of Douglas. And today we're selling organic iced tea and lemonade.
So what kind of students are you trying to bring into this?
We're just trying to target the whole audience of Rutgers Day. It's a very neutral product which can be used by anyone. We have 2 flavors of iced tea, which is green tea and black tea, and you can choose any flavors you want, which goes from peach, strawberry to passion fruit. And it's just we're hoping for a bright sunny day so that more people come out and have more of our drinks.
And your organization is a living learning community?
It is part of the Living Learning Community Global Village, which is part of Douglas. And in the first semester, fall semester, we developed a business plan, and now we're implementing it.
And that's open to any Douglas student?
It's open to all Douglas girls. You can just have to submit your application to the Douglas office, and that's it. If you're interested to develop a business plan, it's a great opportunity. You get to work in groups. Initially, it's 3 separate groups. Everyone makes a business plan, which is like 40 pages long, and a PowerPoint presentation, and then a panel of actual businesswomen from like banks like JP Morgan come over to review the business plan, and then you get selected. And the best business plan gets selected, and now we're supposed to make a profit, so hopefully we do.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
I know. We really need the sun to come out.
And what makes your living learning community the best? Why should people choose you?
I think we're really close-knit, so we're just 9 girls on the floor. We're really close to each other. Initially it was a competition, but it was very healthy because there was no hard feelings amongst us. And you get an opportunity to actually go there and show your like entrepreneurial skills. It's not that easy to make the business plan. I remember when we had to choose, it was so hard for us to like actually come up with a product to sell. So it gives you the opportunity to think different, think out of the box, to prove yourself by making a profit, and it's a different thing altogether. It definitely gives you a lot of experience.
What are one of the benefits of living in the house?
Well, I got a personal benefit from being in the house. The instructor is actually one high up in the rank at JP Morgan.
Okay.
And I applied for this the Women Leadership Program at JP Morgan, and she recommended me for that job, and I actually got accepted.
Oh, congratulations.
And it was the super day where I'm given I have to give 3 interviews to 3 different people, and I shadow someone, and there was a panel and so on and so forth. And at the end of the day, it was in the city, in their headquarters. And they finally, by the end of February, told me whether I got an internship or not at JP Morgan. And I actually did end up getting an internship at JP Morgan, and I'm going to be in the city this summer. So I'm really excited, and that's a really big benefit. I mean, in the end of the day, all that you want is an internship. So it makes your life and guarantees you a job after graduation. And I'm a junior right now, so it really made a difference for me.
Do you feel your experience at the house definitely put your application?
Oh yeah, it was on my resume, and being active in general is a very important thing. So banks or like even any company look for people who are very active and motivated. They do not look for knowledge or skill that much. They expect you to just come in and learn. So as long as you show that you're hardworking, you're motivated, those are the criteria they look for. So being involved is definitely a very big thing. I've been involved with the business house and in other places too, like College Against Cancer. I don't know whether you've heard of it. It's another group. And the business school too. I'm a finance and stats double major. So I'm part of the business school. So different organizations in the business school. So it's been awesome. Definitely be active.
But bottom line is, join this house.
And this house, it made a difference for me. So Refresh, I mean, this is our logo for the house, and I'm wearing the t-shirt for it. That's my t-shirt. That's our advertising campaign. See, you learn a lot. We learned a lot how to advertise, how to sell, how to like go about the small intricacies of like logistics and so on. Like everything. It makes you think about every part of your business to implement the business. So,
and it's a real world experience.
Yes, definitely. That's all like people coming around, and you get to implement the plan actually. It's just not on paper. You actually get to do it. So you realize what you did was wrong, because we just had like a difficulty. One of our containers like started leaking. So you realize how to overcome those everyday problems. So it's pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Wow, these are really beautiful. Are these handmade?
Yes, these are all handmade work. It's part of a women's empowerment program for the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. We are
an organization?
Yes, we're a nonprofit, non-political organization that sends medical aid to the Middle East. We send volunteer doctors, supplies for the in Lebanon, Iraq, Palestine, all around the Middle East need-based. We also do this as a partnership where Palestinian women hand stitch all of this, and we sell it for them, and it's their only source of income.
Hi, my name is Tamara Alsambra. I'm a second year student. I'm a Douglas student. I'm here representing the Palestinian Children's Relief Fund. We are doing the Kids Corner. So over here, we're making little harmonicas for the kids, where they can come and kind of, do little arts and crafts. Here's an example. And over here, we're making little magnets for Mother's Day, little flower magnets. And over here, we have a card sign-in. One of our girls that has cancer, so we're making a big card for any of the students, or any of the kids, any of the kids to come sign in, so we can give it to her so she can feel better. And with every person that does that, we'll get bubbles. And we're also selling some embroidery, Palestinian embroidery, handmade embroidery. So
you like to make a harmonica?
That's what we're doing for Kids Corner.
What's your name?
My name is Mimi Zander.
Hello, and what are we here for?
We're here for Rutgers Day. I'm the president of the Women's Center Coalition, and today we're doing feminist face painting.
And how does that relate to Douglas, the Women's Center Coalition?
We are based on Douglas. We are located on Douglas, and we're made up of a lot of Douglas students.
What kind of work do you do?
We promote and maintain a safe space on campus. We also hold a lot of events from this space, and we are a coalition of organizations that have common interests, including women's issues.
Oh, I see we have matching t-shirts.
Oh, we do. I like yours.
What's your name? What organization is this for?
My name is Catherine Rainey. I'm a senior at Douglas, and this is for Douglas, but also Red Pine Ambassadors. We are tour guides and representatives of Douglas Residential College.
You're doing pine cones?
Yes, we are. It represents the Douglas pine, part of our shirt as well. And this comes from the fact that College Hall, which is a large part of Douglas campus, has a lot of pine cone trees around it, and so that's where the red pine came from. and also Red Pine Ambassadors.
How does one get involved with Red Pine Ambassadors and Red Pine?
Since I applied at the end of my first year, so I've been a part of it for 3 years now, and I'm now on the board, the executive board, but I'm leaving because I'm graduating.
What are you doing after you graduate?
I'm farming, just like Ag Field Day. It's actually a small sustainable farm in New York, and I'm very excited.
Hi, my name is Carla Ralston, and I'm one of the student leaders of the Douglas Environmental Task Force. And our main goal is education and getting people to realize that environmental issues aren't something that you should be intimidated by. And our main motto is just because you don't have to be considered an environmentalist to do something good. So we have a lot of these activities like cleanups that we've been trying to work on to get people less afraid, and we've had tables at the Women at Health Fair last year to kind of get people more familiarized with these issues and less afraid that it's okay to do environmentally good things without having to label yourself as an environmentalist.
So what are you doing today then?
Today we are focusing on education, especially for the kids and adults as well. We have a trivia game with a pinwheel. We ask students and adults and kids questions about environmental, ecological, water issues, recycling, and basically how many they get right determines whether or not they get a prize, and it's a way to gauge how much they know about the environment. And it kind of is a way to also educate them in the same sense. And we also have an ecological footprint game. It determines the size of your ecological footprint depending on if you eat meat, how much you travel, whether or not you recycle, and we have this scoring system. It depends on what you score, but you have a small, medium, or large footprint. So then we give the kids a number, and then that number will determine the size. And then they decorate it, and then we have tips on the back how to be more eco-friendly. So that way we're educating them and getting them to think it's fun, and they're also learning in the same sense. And we also have pamphlets to give away to the adults so that they can read it to their children.
I'm here with Dean Reynolds of Douglas Residential College here on Rutgers Day. Dean Reynolds, what are you doing today?
Well, we decided that we wanted to do something that would be fun for kids. So the Women in Creativity House got together with the Douglas Recruitment Network, and we are making pictures of college women, and it's really an activity for the kids. So they're coloring in little dolls, and they can choose words. So their women can be dedicated, or powerful, or strong. So they get to choose a word if they want, or smart, and lots of other, and intelligent, and other lots of good things. They can be honest. and they can also be awesome. And unique and creative. So, and then we're letting the kids keep them or put them on our art board up there. Most of the kids want to keep them.
I see you're attracting a lot of kids.
We have pom-poms, we have feathers, we have pipe cleaners, which are really cool. So we're just actually having a good time kind of making a mess. And it's a good activity for kids to, think about, what it's like to be a college woman, or so basically they're just having a fun time drawing.
What does the Women in Creativity House offer?
Well, the Women in Creativity House is for women who either have formal training in the arts or might not have any formal training in the arts, but are just interested in doing some kind of artwork during the year when they might not get a chance to otherwise. And it's very multimedia, so some of them are doing writing, some of them are making music, doing songwriting, doing video. They're learning how to make videos. Some of them are just doing traditional painting and drawing, and some of them are doing, writing poetry and fiction.
Hi, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Valerie Edouard. I'm a sophomore here with DRC, and I'm also a member of the Africana House. I'm the treasurer of the Douglas Black Students Congress, and I'm active with the Haitian Association here at Rutgers University.
That's wonderful. Wow. What would you say makes a Douglas woman?
A Douglas woman could be comprised of the following. She is a leader in all aspects, and she is strong in her opinions and her theories, and she's also not afraid to explore different routes of her own success, and she understands that she has a re-emerging identity, so her identity is never stagnant. All her cultures and everything that she learns at Douglas makes up who she is.
What makes a Douglas woman?
Well, I honestly think,
the people that you live with and like your pals and your RA, they're just so helpful and they really want you to, you know, do your best and achieve your goals. And it really is like a family in Douglas. Just, I think that's what makes a Douglas woman.
And that's Douglas difference as well?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What would you say defines a Douglas woman?
I think that a Douglas woman should be powerful, committed, and I feel like anyone could be a Douglas woman, any woman in general. And I feel like they have to be an activist, they want to be involved, and I just feel like Douglas is a whole community.